Hello and welcome to BonkTable. I'm Mass and this is another Chios interview. Today with me is Emanuele from Italy. Say hello, good sir.
Hi, Matt. I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure. And to be honest, I love it to know you in Chios, so it's double the pleasure just because the person you are.
That's very kind. I'm glad, I'm really glad that we drove into Chios when we landed at the airport together in just like us and our partners all the way, and we were like just chatting about Conquest, chatting about wargaming in general. Like that was like I really enjoyed that car ride up. That was like one of my
We literally made a link in less than an hour.
yeah.
That's great. That's fucking awesome if you think about this game as a way to link people from all around the world. That's great, simply great.
Yeah. It was fantastic. Met your wonderful wife. So she, by the way, Emanuele's wife, really good photographer. Took a lot of the photos that you see from Chios. I just want to give her credit for that. She did a fantastic job taking all the shots there.
She loved photography, so that's also why you see a lot of pictures where I'm involved, even if I don't really care, because she was the photographer. She has a part.
Well, there's some great photos of you around. I know in the Chios battle report I did, there's a whole like half-hour chat about Chios and everything, where it's just all the different photos that was taken from various people, like from Chios, photos I'd taken. So like there's tons of pictures of everybody and their games, and I hope people see and watch go back and actually watch the photos or look at them. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but go have a look at the photos. They're great. Chios was a blast, and I'm glad we met there. And we're doing this interview. We're gonna talk about Emanuele.
Yeah, it's time, I think, to talk about me and especially my community, because I would like to focus a lot on them. I love my community, and I'm proud of them and the way they are growing. And I spend a lot of time helping this community growing. So even if we are doing a small step in the right direction, I feel they are giving me a lot of good feedback, and I'm proud of this, to be fair. We are a small community, nothing comparable with the American ones, not even the German ones, for example, or the French one. We are still growing. We have small dedicated groups around Italy, and actually we are facing struggle mostly because of Games Workshop, is monopolizing the commercial side of the war games all around. So it's difficult to convince someone, do you want to try this game? It's made from a company that probably you don't know. But sometimes they just give us a chance, and they just try the game. They see the game is amazing. They get caught by some miniatures. Normally, everywhere we go, we just bring with us an Apex, to convince people. Oh, look, this game is great. Look, this will remember your infancy. So take a look at this. Try this, and mostly of the time it works, and some random people start to enjoy the game and join us. It's great on this side, but it's also a very tough war, if you pass me the term, against the big Jivu sometimes.
Big war game.
Yeah, indeed. But I love this game, and I love this game so much that I'm focusing myself on this since like 2 years, almost 3 years. I started to play Conquest, maybe a bit more now, maybe 4. Was a strange process because I will tell you, this is a bit funny. With my friends, every year I have this group of friends. We are very close, very attached to each other. We know each other since like almost 20 years, and every year we decide to choose a game and give that game a shot. Like, you know, a random game, we pick up, we start. We did this, for example, randomly with Necromunda, and we do a deep dive on the game. So we buy everything, we buy everything to play, we buy terrains, we all of us buy army to play and everything. And during this crazy shit we do every year, we decide to do this with Conquest. So we spent like 600, maybe 1,000, maybe some 1,000 euros just to start this game blind, completely blind, without knowing anything, just because we like the army and we like the look of the game, no? And we choose one army. Normally we choose different armies just to not do mirrors, you know. So we are 4 people that just deep dive into Conquest all together, and we brought like 4 army, and we start this way. That's a crazy start if you think about it.
Yeah, that is not a traditional start for a lot of work.
Anything. No. We normally do this, but we realize we love it, Conquest. So the game start to capture us, and we start to invest a lot on Conquest, and we decided to keep going with it without changing the next year, no? So we stay on the game, we keep going purchasing, and like if you see how many things of city-states I have, this is my first army. How many things of city-states I have, you will get shocked. I just have like something like 7 or 8 titans.
Oh, wow.
Crazy amount of. So when we start to play this way, normally we keep ourselves in our group just in the beginning, then we start to find other community. And we start to travel just to play Conquest. Imagine like we get in contact with a community that was very far from us, and we just decide to pack our stuff and go there to organize a tournament with them. We were 4, they were 6, and we did a tournament of 10 people. For the first time, it was like the first tournament in Italy this way, and that was a crazy good experience. We did this way, and from that point. We build step by step our community that way, because the next tournament we did was basically the same way, but this time we connected with another group from another city, so we start to grow a bit, and then that group became larger, and then we did another tournament, and in that tournament we found other peoples, and then I went to Prague to play that event they did of 32 peoples. I guess it was like the biggest tournament in Europe from that period of time, and that was the moment I met Mateus. I played both with Mateus and Camille, and we did like the craziest games. Like the last game with Mateus on the first table was an extremely close game. We ended up like 38-36, something like that.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes, we both were playing city-states. Very similar list also, so was a very, very good experience for me, and that helped me a lot because when I came back to Italy and I enter on Facebook group and I start to talk about this experience, about how cool it was and everything, more people get attracted by the game. Because they start to see Italy being represented outside, so they start to feel more interested in the game, in the competitive status of the game. So we get in contact with another community, and we start to grow up, and we see like 20 people. That was a record for us. Maybe for you and Americans, nothing.
No. 20 is the record in Canada. In America, that's nothing.
Oh, okay.
20 is a very good number. That's a great number.
So once we start to see those kind of numbers, we start to be very happy, very involved on this. And then from there, actually, the road to Chios start to touch me, to enter into my heart, if we can say this, because it's a travel, not like just a point you need to arrive, but it's something you need to build during the year.
Yeah.
So and this helped me also to motivated my to start to create world events, because the idea they had the ambition to bring an Italian representative to Chios. So we start to make tournaments just because of this, because they want me to be part of this. They want to give me the possibility to participate, but they want me to participate as an Italian player, because I had the point to participate, but I don't have the place, because I was located in another place,
Yeah.
And when I participate, that's the problem. And so we needed to organize something in our region to be represented that way. So they start to get extremely motivated by this, and this is amazing. And what is great? The fact that after Chios, like less than 2 weeks ago, an old friend of mine that was playing War Machine with me saw my name in the Chios finalist chart, and he say, "Oh, look, I know this guy. I remember this guy. Let's give this game a chance." And they start to dive to Conquest, and they get in contact with us, and they are like 10 people that just brought that everyone start a new army, a different one. So they are 10 people that start 10 different armies.
Perfect.
And that's great.
This is awesome.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Really great. So we are. I'm happier to say to you that we are growing and constantly. Even if we are still a small community, we are growing constantly, and that feels right in a good way.
No, I'm super glad, and I'm also super happy that your community is growing, and I'm also really happy that your community banded together to do events in Italy to get you the spot and help you as you help them, and then after coming back, due to your I don't want to say popularity, but your popularity and your strength of getting to Worlds and doing well in Worlds, that more people have shown up to play as well. That's phenomenal.
No, it's great, and actually, I can say this to you. Days 21, I guess, was Sunday. I was in a tournament that was the first world event organized in Switzerland.
Oh.
And we were there, and we were there representing Italy, like 4 or 5 people. 5 people. We participate to their tournament, and now they are joining us in our community, and they are very happy to participate to our tournament as well. So we are reaching people close to us, and that's very good, very, very good.
I'm glad. This is great to hear. This is phenomenal, community building.
Yeah.
That
indeed.
I know there's groups that always have trouble building and support their community, but it's a lot of just try and get as many local people as you can, and then bringing people from outside to make each event bigger and better, and also grow that way. Because if people know events are happening and people are playing, more people will show up.
Mm-hmm. You know what? For me is fundamental, and I always try to do this with my community, is to build a very healthy place where to grow. My idea is that everyone share their opinion, everyone share their list. We are trying to get better all together. So it's not like you are trying to create your own group or 2 or 3 peoples and just play with them and don't talk to the others until you reach a tournament and then you glow up there. It's not like this. We are trying to reach every person around Italy, and we start to communicate with each other and start to share ideas all together, and we start to build lists all together in order to help new people, in order to make new people understand the game properly. Because when you come from another game, like for example Warhammer, you start to see small numbers in Conquest, and you don't understand what is strong and what is not. So sometimes you just feel things are like the tenacious rule is the one that make me clear this aspect of the game. Tenacious is one roll, like you ignore one dice, and normally if you think Warhammer like is like what the fuck I need to do with this one die is nothing, but in Conquest is very strong, is very meaningful. So that one die and the meaningful things that you need to explain to the new players, and then they start to grow up and you see them growing up and you see them understanding the game, playing the game properly, getting better to the game. And this is great because I always feel that if you want to be stronger, people around you need to be stronger. That's
agree.
that's part of my idea of building a community. And maybe you can think, and actually, I myself think is a bit selfish, because I want to improve myself, and improving the others, improve myself as well.
Yep.
I will get better because the others around me will get better.
No, I agree with you, and that's. I believe that comes like so. If I recall, you came from War Machine. Was that like your first like miniature game, or is that the big one you played as you played miniature games?
Okay, talking about miniature games, I started when I was like 14, and now I'm 33, so it's a lot. 19 years playing war games. I don't know if is a lot, to be fair, but I feel like I'm a bit experienced about war games. I played like almost every war games that you can think about it, because I like it to test, like I told you, with my friends. So we tried a lot of war games. I deep dive in War Machine and was like the one I played in the most competitive way possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I was involved in the WTC. I was involved in playing internationally. So I loved that game and probably was the biggest game I got involved with. Even if I played Warhammer 40k competitively as well, but I prefer War Machine in any sense. And I stopped to play War Machine when the big drama happened.
Yeah, Mark IV.
I think yes, exactly. The Infernal period. I collected Infernal was my last army before my community in Italy collapsed. So almost everyone stopped of my friends. Everyone moved for other games. In that period of time, I started 40k first. Then I decided to give up on 40k as well because the price tag plus the infinite change plus the fact that I don't like the way the company treated the game and the game base, so it was a lot of things. And then I start Conquest, and when you find the game that bring you sparkles after years not feeling that sparkles like War Machine was giving me, that very good feelings about the game, about the fact that you need to win because you are good enough to win, and not just because your army in that period is better than the others.
No, I agree with you. One thing I took away from War Machine, I was really surprised, like from communities, like there's usually different mentalities in different communities, especially across game systems. I've found that the War Machine players were always about, after a game, talking with their opponent of like what they did good, what they could do better, and then like what they didn't do very well at all, kind of thing, and like kind of build it as a sandwich, and that helped people improve game to game. and I find when I meet other people who want to do that talk, they usually have a War Machine background. While I find some like Warhammer players, they just play the game and they pack up their stuff and leave, and it's like, okay, cool.
Especially if they win, they just forget what's happened and that's it.
Yeah, so and Conquest I find has grabbed a lot of, like, to be honest, some like a lot of players from a lot of different games. I know there's some people who like focus on BattleTech who play Conquest, War Machine who focus on Conquest, like Fantasy, Age of Sigmar, 40k, all are into Conquest. So you get a lot of different groups and backgrounds meshing into Conquest, weirdly enough, I found.
Yeah, and normally all they have the same reason. They got disappointed in some point with the previous game, and they just move it to Conquest.
Like, I can always tell the story of like why I can't play 40k. I literally had a Dreadnought stuck in with like 20 guardsmen, and behind the 20 guardsmen was a Lehman Russ tank I wanted the Dreadnought to get to, and I'm like, fuck, if this was War Machine, I would just trample through all these guardsmen and beat the tank to death. Like, this sucks. Like, that was the moment where my immersion broke, and I'm like, what? It's a bunch of guardsmen. The Dreadnought walks over them and just kills them as he walks by. Who cares?
Indeed. For me, the idea that made me change to don't want to play Warhammer anymore was like I was collecting Votan. They were like a faction built in a specific way with a lot of shooting option, but you were playing like 30 models because they were very expensive, very specified, very good in one things, but you were paying a lot of points for it. They changed the book of Wotan, and you started to play like 60, 70 miniatures. And they just low up the skills, the ballistic skill, everything, the effectiveness of their weapons, just to make them cheap. And I felt like, oh, now I need to buy like a whole army again, because literally what I have is not enough. And I felt a bit scammed. From that moment, I feel like I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like this game.
I can see that. I like my Warhammer investment is literally just Kill Team. So buying the Kill Team boxes and the train, even with the update, like I played Custodes. You can't play Custodes anymore. I was like, whatever. Like it was one box, $55. Like who cares?
Yeah. The difference is between having to buy one box new to build a new faction, and maybe to buy like 600 euros of miniatures because your previous army got obsolete. That's
it's rough. The investment is completely different between Kill Team and 40k. That's why rough. I stay small, because I'm like, if this ever goes up, I'm fine. I got my fun out of it.
And to be fair, the money is not even the problem; it's the idea behind it. Because with Conquest, I spent even more. To be fair, you don't even imagine how many. I have like 6 boxes of Thorakitas. 6 fucking boxes of Thorakitas. Because once I decided to play, once before they nerfed them, I decided to play. I decided to try a list with 6 of them. So I built, and I played that fucking list once. Then they got nerfed. But that one time was fucking crazy.
I will tell you this. I got bit in the ass during 1.5 to version 2 when Crimson Towers got nerfed. Okay. I bought 4 boxes, and when they got nerfed in version 2, when they lost speed, went up in points, had less than packs, stuff like that, I was like, I swore to myself, I'm never buying 4 boxes on first day release ever again. It's 2 max, and that's it. And the only time I'm buying any more boxes is I'm playing that army at an event, at a tournament. That is the only time I'm buying more boxes.
I would like to say I'm on the same page, but I'm not, because, spoiler,
you have all the Thorakides!
For fucking Trinavarta. If you want, I can send you a picture of my last purchase.
Sure. You know what? We can throw it in the as the meme during the YouTube video. Everyone can look at it.
Yeah, because it's fine to show you how stupid
someone can be.
Yeah.
Let me show you the proof. I'm not lying to you. I sent to Discord, to your Discord.
Oh my god, dude! Is this going in a list? This better be in a list you're playing.
Yeah. And that's another spoiler because actually today was the last day possible to send the list. So yeah, I'm playing a list with not 4 of them just because I changed it in the last minutes, but 3 of them.
Oh my god. I'll reveal that this episode's gonna come out after the Calgary tournament that I'm going to this weekend.
Okay.
But I've assembled the 7 Jotnar list for Nords, and that's what I'm bringing. I had a practice game on Sunday with it. I'm like, this is stupid. Like you just.
I want to go for it.
Well, I had to proxy some stuff in that game, but then I went out, picked up my other 2 Mountain Jotnar from a buddy who was borrowing them, and then I'm like, I got to build a cedar, and then one of the Calgary gals is going to lend me her cedar, and then I'm good. Mm-hmm. I was messaging her. I'm like, is there another cedar in your store? If so, I'll send you money, and I'll send you money to build it for me.
To be fair, we were preparing ourselves for this event in Slovenia. That will be the biggest event in Europe, probably of this year and the next one.
Is this Amulet 20?
Yes.
Exactly. Do you want a spoiler?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, the event organizer has messaged me to do a list review of all the lists.
Oh, great! So you will see my fucking crazy list, and man, that list, I'm sure that list is a very strange list. You won't find another list like that.
I will. Sure when we are done this, I will message the event organizer and be like, "I heard it's the last day of list lock. Send me the list so I can review it," because he wants to stream he wants to stream tables.
Yeah, that's right.
And during the downtime, he wants me to like have background on the stream of me reviewing the list, and I'm like, this will be amazing.
And you will find 4 people from Chios in that list.
Oh, I'm excited.
Because Camille list would be there, Mateus and Arcadius.
I don't know if I'm gonna get the names of the lists. I hope they're just blind, so I don't know who's playing them, and I can just give a really bad review because I don't understand it.
Would be great. Would be great. Would be great. So we were talking. As I was telling you, we were talking about a list building, and since the update came out, I was talking with Mateus about a possible city-state list, and one of the lists I sent to him was a list with like just giants.
Yeah, it's good. Like with light scoring being gone, well, like
oh god, man,
it's good. Monster Mash is around the corner, and now it's rearing its ugly head.
Yeah. My list is very close to be a Monster Mash, and actually, I think you won't be able to. You can bad review it, but you won't be able to not understand this my list.
I'm fine with that. Like,
I gave you a spoiler already.
There's a bit of me because I was like, oh, maybe they'll just have their weird list names, and I could just be like, I don't know who's playing this, but this is wild.
You surely will find. Normally, in my community, we love to put stupid name to the lists. I have a couple of friends that are very dedicated to this. Yeah. So you will find, but sometimes they put in Italian, so maybe we need to a chat to talk about it. So I will explain the meaning of the name to you. Anyway,
that's fine. I can always translate it. I'll be like, we'll just put this in a translator.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the same when you translate it, because maybe there is a meaning behind the words, and the translation don't give you the exception. Anyway, talking about this event in Slovenia is great. We are traveling as 8 people, or maybe 9 people.
Oh,
from
nice.
Italy. Yes, we are 9, and there is a lot of Polish people too. We'll have a lot of people around. It would be very, very cool.
No, that's good to hear. I'm really excited that your like meta is growing. I know you mentioned at the start of this that you had difficulties with Games Workshop just because of like they're the big dog, they're the big name.
Yeah,
Like every other game is gonna have to be compared to GW and has to like battle GW for a slice of the pie. But it does suck, and I also know they've been around forever, and I know people have issue with them. Like everyone's gonna have issue with them. And there's people who are gonna like their stuff, as well. There's people who have issues with them and like their stuff, but like everyone's got to deal with it, and it's kind of those things of like, can you get a stable community? And even though it sounded like you were having some difficulties there, especially when we were talking before, it seems like with like how well you did at Chios and those War Machine players jumping over to Conquest, like your community is having a surge or like a second renaissance right now. What's great to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's great. And actually, the news about the new community of 10 people I was talking to you was a very, very great news for us. Helped a lot the community to shine and to have a lot. Actually, we are organizing a tournament in December 6th, and we are probably we have space for 32 people. Ooh. Maybe we will. Yeah, will be a good event. So let's hope we will see a lot of new entry from this. Also because we are giving them a lot of advices. We are helping them to build their army. So when you don't start from zero, from scratch, and you have already someone that could help you in to take the right direction, especially if you are a player that are coming from another system, so that you already have a competitive past. When you enter and you have someone to help you, you will grow very fast. Yeah. So I'm sure these new players that are adding in our community will be a fast growing group that will boost us and our tournaments in this sense. It would be great.
I'm excited to hear how your meta grows and adapts, and hopefully like you get more big events. And to be honest, I hopefully like I do well in Canada and North America to get another seat for Chios, and I see you again at Chios, and we can get a game in. Win or lose, it's going to be a blast.
I really hope we will meet each other earlier, because I'm planning to come to Adepticon.
Yes, I have heard. I was actually, I think it was Sunday evening or Monday, I was chatting with Carl while playing video games.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, so we got a bunch of internationals, and Adepticon's going to be wild this year. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, man, if I do 4-2, I'll be happy. But if I go 3-3, whatever.
To be fair, I hope to bring the Polish guys with me.
I hope so too.
I love to insist with them. Actually, Slovenia, they were not sure to come. I gave them no option. I say to them, no, you need to come. You have to.
Like, it locks in their spot, but also like it's not like you can just go show up to Adepticon and think you're gonna do well and like secure your spot. You still have to do well at Adepticon.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not just because of this, man. Because to be fair, I don't need to go to Adepticon to try to arrive to Chios. It's just I can travel around Europe if I want. It's more related with the idea to come to play with peoples I normally don't play.
Yeah, and
to play in a meta that is really far from my home.
Yeah, and
so it's a very different. Sorry.
No. I'm excited for you to come to America, come to Adepticon, play at Adepticon, run around. Watch out! Their meal and cup sizes are usually one size bigger than what you expect it to be.
Don't worry, I'm a big man. Do you remember me?
Yes. I always tell the story of when I was with Apex Chinchilla. We were driving out to GRG or Michigan GT. I asked for a medium coffee, and he brings out a large. And I'm like, "What the fuck, man? This thing's huge." He's like, "That's a medium." I'm like, "That's not a medium."
Okay, it's a medium where?
Yeah.
In a country of giants.
Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
no, I actually probably that's why in Chios they always exaggerate because they need to keep it up with the American meta of food. I guess is needed. I guess. But actually, for example, if you come to Italy, you won't find any struggle. If you come to the south of Italy, you will find yourself full, and you are in the half of the meal, probably. Because for example, when I invite you to my house, you won't find yourself leaving with just one dish, you know? You will find we call it antipasto, primo, secondo, contorno. So you will have every step. You need to do every step, and you need to eat every step of this dinner, for example, or the lunch. Yeah, because we are offering to you, and it's a bad habit to not take. No, so you need to eat. But there is so much food that sometimes you will start to get full after one or two dishes, but then you need to keep going until the end. And of course, you need to eat the sweet as well. So I think you will find. Yeah, exactly. So in Italy, we are used to eat a lot of food, especially when we invite and we are hosting people to our houses.
I'm glad. I do want to go to Italy. I do want to play in your meta, attend a tournament, or go to your local game store or club and play your locals, have some fun. To be honest, I hope to travel, maybe some more internationally.
Let me tell you this. Give us I don't say 1 year, give us a couple of years, and once we will start to be 60 people and we will start to organize things in a very big way, we will be able to invite you all, and you can just organize a trip to Italy and take the advantage to play a tournament with us for 2 days, for example, and 3 more just playing and having fun and eating and going visiting some place. I think it will be great.
No, perfect. This will be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I do. One of my own personal conquest goals is to actually go to Europe. Go to the UK, play the British. Go to Germany, play
yeah. That's
and
great,
now it's I got to make a stop in Italy, and I should make a stop in Poland to see Mateos and Camille. Those guys are fantastic, and just play around in greater conquest communities. It'll be a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but
of course,
maybe I'll win the lottery and I'll be good.
But it's something that will make you richer in another way.
Yeah. And also,
that's what I feel when I travel.
Spend another week there. Attend an event, spend a week seeing stuff. Go to the next event. Spend time in each of the countries. Because after Chios, the girlfriend and I, we spent another 5 days running around Athens, going to the Oracle of Delphi and the Meteora monasteries, and just doing all the touristy stuff and eating all the great food and seeing the Acropolis and the Pantheon. It's phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah,
did you stay longer, or did you go home right after Chios?
I had no time, unfortunately, because I need to work. I had a very difficult schedule, as I told you.
Yeah.
And yes, I needed to come back. Actually, I don't know if you remember, we need to sleep because the flight was very far away. From the island to Athens, and then from Athens to Italy. We need to sleep in Athens that night. And the next day, once I come back home, I needed to work the same day.
Oh, wow.
So it was I was very short.
Yeah. I'm glad though. However, how long was the flight from where'd you fly out of? Did you fly out of Rome or
No, to Milan, because I'm living close to Milan, and Milan
okay.
is connected directly to Athens.
Oh, perfect. So it's just one flight. How long was that? Was that like 2 hours or?
It's like 3 hours. 3 hours.
Oh,
3 hours
okay.
and a half.
That's not too
It's not
bad.
that. No, it's not too bad. Actually, the only problem is the connection to Chios.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
you need to. Yeah, the reaching Athens is not that complex. The problem is coming with a connection, because I don't know why they have very strange connection through Athens and Chios. I don't know why. The time is very messed up. I don't know why. If you imagine that we needed to fly from Chios to Athens in the night, but we need to wait until the next morning to fly to Athens from Italy to Italy, from Athens to Italy. So it's strange. It's rough.
Yeah, it is rough.
I don't. But as probably you feel the same. Chios was such an amazing event that is worth every single struggle spent on it.
It was worth the 5 weeks of straight work just to attend events.
Yeah.
Like I was working in a different province, so that I was closer to where all the events in Canada are, and I would take a couple I would sporadically take weekends off, but I would just extend how long I was away at work and not be at home to accommodate to get that time off. So like I was getting paid a lot, but I was also just like all I was doing was working and playing Conquest like every other weekend.
Yeah. No, actually, I think Chios was one of the coolest experiences I did war games like in my life.
Oh yeah,
because I never expected it would be like that, and actually, it's difficult for someone who didn't went to Chios yet to understand what is it, the event.
I agree with you. My whole mentality of Chios changed after we got there. After the first day, I was like, I would love it to be in Athens so it's easier for everyone to get to, but it would not be the same even remotely. It has to be on the island. It has to be like this wargaming retreat. It has to be this level of nonsense of people running into the ocean, people screaming for beer at midnight, running around, just having a blast, playing the games. Like, it's so good. However, that does lead me into my next question for you. You ready for this one? What was your thoughts of Chios? How were your games? How well did you do? How well did you expect you were going to do? And how were the games that you played there?
Okay. Let me start from the beginning about this, because I didn't like my performance at Chios, but not because was not good as a result, but more because I was not prepared. I'm used to in an event like that. To be honest, I played like in the past 2 weeks, preparing myself to Slovenia. I played more games than like in the past in the previous 2 months to go to Chios.
Oh,
and that's because work. Yes, and that's because work. Is a very particular moment in my work, and I worked a lot just because I needed to pick up those days, because they changed the date from the previous year, no?
They did.
And I booked those days, the day of the previous date, when it was like 21. I don't remember exactly when it was.
I think it was September 21st was the original.
Yeah,
date,
exactly.
Because I think they had it around. It was late September last year.
And when I booked the days was like in March. I was able to book that days, and I was fine, because I was feeling okay, I have the days, that's fine. The problem is they changed the date, and I needed to ask those days to my job, and they start to ask me a lot of favor to achieve that. So it was a very full of work summer, and then I need to paint a lot because of the update and everything, so I needed to buy a lot of stuff and paint a lot of stuff, so the time to play was very short. Also, the fact that during summer people go out, go for vacation, go away, so I was being basically alone with no friends to play, so it started to be a very difficult period for me to prepare myself, and was the result why I don't feel my preparation to Chios was at its best. I would have liked to be more confident with my list, and actually I played. My list was already an old list compared to the meta. I would have choose different things probably. My list could be more close to the Polish one.
The five stands of Flamecast.
Yeah, for sure.
It was so ridiculous from what I heard.
For sure, yes, but was the best way to play in the meta. And actually, I didn't see it coming because I didn't play enough against Euroni or against the things I could face in this meta. That's why I felt like I was a bit behind. Comparing to the experience itself, I can say anything about it because I was just met to me, but the experience itself was great. The opponent was were amazing. I played with Carl and was great because we finally met each other, and we had some talk to Discord that was like a lot of misunderstanding and everything, but everything went in the right way. We clarify everything, and our game was very close, very good. Actually, I would have loved to play the game until the end, but the time was short. I don't know why the first game was very short indeed. To be fair, the only things I would change in Chios is to have maybe sometimes more to play the game.
Yeah, the 2 hours and 15 minutes round one, I think screwed over everybody.
Was rough.
Because a lot of people were ready for 2 hours 30, because that's what a lot of normal tournaments are played at. I talked to the North Americans, like all the American crew, and they all had the same thing. I think only one of them actually finished their first game within the allotted time, and a lot of people's games went to time.
Yeah. So I guess that the only things I would change is this. The rest would be is just my preparation, my mindset that disappoint me, but in the end, I loved the experience. I loved the fact that I play with people that are far away from me, because this gave me the opportunity to feel their play styles, to feel the way they approach the game, and this is great because it's very different from the way I normally play the game. So you will start to realize that how different the game could be played in a different region with a different meta. So this is is a very good experience and help you to grow a lot. The organization of Chios was amazing because, as we were talking about the familiar condition you were feeling being there, you were feeling like part of something. Yeah, they involve us, they talk to us about the game, they listen to our ideas, listen to our perception of the games, and this is something amazing, because if you think about it, when you are passionate with something, your hobby is there for you, and you are like leaving a whole year, investing a whole year on this hobby, and then you arrive there and you talk with the people that are in charge of the hobby, you feel like part of something, you feel very involved in something that normally you don't, because I never felt this way with the other games. I was even press ganger to War Machine. I don't know if you remember what was a press ganger.
I remember that.
Yes, and even so, there was nothing comparable to what Chios bring to you, what Chios bring on the table. That's why I talk with my community when I come back and I say, you need to go for it. You need to effort yourself to try. And probably I feel like if we are 9 people going to Slovenia, if we were 5 people going to the event in Switzerland, is also because everyone is getting ambitious. Everyone is getting crazy with the idea to be able to go to Chios, and I love this. Really love this. And I would love if someone will start to beat my ass and start to go to Chios with me, or go to Chios to represent Italy without me. There is no problem with this. I feel like a good community is also a community that bring you to this.
Also, if someone's beating your ass, it means you can get better.
Yeah, that's fine. Because every time I got my ass beaten, normally I got better.
No, I'm glad. I always find it funny from people who say, I lost, but I did nothing wrong. It's like, well, you did something wrong. You lost.
No. Oh, the things I hate the most is when people start to complain about dices. When they start to say, "Oh yeah, I lost because my dice is just roll 6." Okay, man, that's not exactly how the game works.
No, there.
I mean, bad luck is a thing. We can all agree about it, but it's very, very, very difficult that you lose a game just for bad luck. Very difficult.
I was talking to Brian, the North American Dwag player, and he
I know.
He will say like the dice will turn throughout the game, and it's true. You just need to hold on and play to the end, and the dice will turn. Like if it's not in your favor, they'll start turning back into your favor. And like I do agree. Don't get me wrong. There are times where it's like you get some bad dice rolls at key points, and you're like, well, this kind of sucks. But your game plan shouldn't just boil down to like one set of dice rolls or trying to win a supremacy on one specific turn. That's just setting you up for failure.
Okay, if you are playing your game just on one supremacy rolls, the possibilities are 2. Yeah. Or you or your opponent are incredibly good, and you are playing like one of the best game in your life, and you are just like gambling for that supremacy to win or lose one of the best game in your life, or you are just doing a shit game play. You are just taking terrible decision, and you are just gambling because you are a bad player. I don't think there is another option about it.
Yeah.
Because if you are playing if your game plan is to win a supremacy you are not supposed to win, or to win a supremacy, even if you have the +1, no? If I win the supremacy, I win. If I lose the supremacy, I'm screwed. Okay, man, something's going wrong with your game plan.
You gotta have contingencies.
Yes, you need to have better plans. Anyway, a lot of people love to blame the game, love to blame the dices, and don't like to think about the game and the error they do. I don't like this kind of player, and normally they are very toxic for the community. I think every community have at least 1 or 2 of these players, and sometimes you just need to keep an eye on them and just start to talk with them and bring them in the right place if you can, because sometimes they could create a very bad environment around them. This is not a game that is made to be played just with dices and bad decision. If you are good to this game, you can win.
No, I agree with you. Who'd you play round 2 of Chios?
I think it was an art player.
Oh, you probably got Tim then.
Yes, indeed.
You got German Tim. How'd that game go?
Was a good game. Actually, the terrain made a very strange, create a very strange situation, because it was like there was like a house, and then an entrance table on the other place. So it was like a Thermopylae situation. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I 100% do know what you're talking.
Gosh,
It's Leonidas and his Spartans
what...
at the hot gates.
Yeah, I mean, you know pretty well that Nords have a bad time into SK during Chios.
It's an auto lose.
So,
like
yes, indeed. But man, I needed to struggle a lot for that fucking Thermopylae scenario. Seriously.
Did you? Did you play on the table? Sorry to interrupt you. Did you play on the table with 4 obstructions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate that one. I played on that 3 out of my 4 games.
Yeah.
Like, terrible.
No. That composition of terrain was terrible to play.
Yeah.
With. Terrible.
Please continue though. Sorry for interrupting you, but God, that was
no. That's fine. So, it was a game that I was supposed to stomp, but I had a lot of struggle, and I played like my last 2 minutes before they called the turn. Just trying to killing a giant to bring the victory, and that was crazy because it was not supposed to be this way. You know, it was a game that if we'll keep going until the turn 10 will be probably a wipeout, because you know it's not a game that helps Nords in any way possible. But in that scenario, with that condition where you can just bring 1 unit, and that unit, if charge you, they start to score more than you and start to be a problem, and you cannot kill a lot of them because they are normally smaller in size, and I was King with a lot of brutes, and I was not able to kill his things fast enough because of that fucking scenario, you know. And that's it. That was basically my game, but was not a bad game. Was just a game that was not supposed to be that way. Actually, that's I will resume it.
Yeah, no, I think I have a Chios practice game that'll come out on the YouTube channel against Kyle, the American's Sorcerer Kings player, where it was basically I thought I was doing well, and then I just died. I was just dead. I was like, oh, cool, it's turn 5, and 80% of my army's just dead.
Yeah, because normally it's the experience you do with Nords. I did a game like an award event before Chios. I was with a friend of mine that was playing Nords, and his Nords list was good. The problem is that the matchup is impossible because he basically have to run into you, and you just obliterate everything that he will run to you. Yeah, that's why fire was toxic for a lot of players around it, because it was literally impossible to play against properly.
I have seen some people after the update saying that they shouldn't have nerfed fire, and I was like, are you guys insane? Am I in some like alternate reality? Really. Like what is happening?
In a normal environment that is not Chios, it was not even fun to play.
No.
With fire. No, because when you have okay, there are players out there that just like to win and that's it. Okay, but when you enjoy the game and you want to play the game, there is no reason for you to abuse of something and just win without any struggle, without any thoughts, without any strategy. You just go straight and kill everything the opponent have in his board side, and that's it. That's not fun. I mean, at least for me.
No, it's like it doesn't show any expression of skill or strategy. It's just math.
Yeah, exactly. You go there, you just roll your dice, and if you roll odd, you will start to explode everything. And that's it. Yeah. That's not fun. And I understand to bring it to Chios, of course. Then I bring myself.
Yeah.
Because it's good and you need to compete at your best. But if in in a place where you just want to have fun with your friends and have a chill tournament all together, you just do like Mateus do and bring like 5 Apex Predator and have fun. I don't know if you know about his journeys with Woodrun, but he played like 5 Taunters, or like 4 Taunters and a Drum Beast. Then he played 5 Apex Predator, and the last tournament he did, he played like 6 or 7 quad.
Quaddles?
Mm-hmm.
We have Apex Chinchilla. Is he's got his own Chanting Conquest podcast. He brought 5 quaddles to Golden Rhino Games, was a 40-player event in the US. And him and I played, and I told him, I'm gonna shove my hog down your throat and your quaddle's gonna choke on it. And that's exactly how that game went.
Yeah.
we drove together. I stayed at his house.
Sometimes you just want to bring some crazy shit like that, and that's it.
He then won another quaddle, and then he procured a 7th one, and he went to a local event in I don't want to say Milwaukee. I think it was the Twin Cities, where he ran 7 quaddle.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was 5 quaddle, 2 wing lords, and I think 4 hunting pack, and that was the list.
For God's sake.
And it was good. That was the worst part. It was a good list.
And probably is going to buy the new model Mateus asked for.
Yeah, he's gotta go for that.
Yeah, he's going to have the 8th one.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's great to hear on your win into Tim and Nords. Who'd you play round 3?
Round 3 was against Brian with Wagon.
The Dweg father?
Yes, indeed. And actually, we had a great time to play together. I hope he felt the same. Was a very close game as well. We played. I think this scenario was very on his side more than mine. But I took a very risky charge on, I guess was turn 3.
Yeah,
and
he was telling me about this one.
Yes, I did a very risky charge, and that prized me a lot, and probably won me the game, because the next round I got the supremacy, and that I killed basically 2 of his key units with that, and then I forced myself to just stop him out of the zones. Also because the turn were very short, they were calling the turn, so I just decided to literally keep him out of the zones, and that's it. And that was game. Probably was a game that should be played until the end of the 10th round to have a conclusion. I'm not sure playing that game in a different way would change the end of the game. I mean, if we were playing like the 10th round, I don't know if he will be able to outground me, or I will be able to outgrind him because of Fairy Dominion. But actually, after that charge, I don't think it was good for him anyway.
No, so during the interview with Brian, he was talking about this charge where I think he had the bonus to go first that turn, and he moved. I think his flame or his flame berserkers up a little too far, and he could have held them back or put them in a better position.
Fire forges.
Oh, it was Fire Forge. Yeah, he put them up too far, and he could have held them back a little more, so that everything was still within his castle. And if he did that, he'd be in a better position. But because he didn't, and your charge killing them, and then you winning supremacy was kind of like it was a collapse, and he kind of just death spiraled after that point. Because you had broken into his Dweg castle and were getting into all the juicy bits. So you probably still win if it goes to 10 because you've already broken in and now he has to get you out. But
yes, the problem is the fact that I had too many stuff on the zone, and he was packed in his basically in the deployment zone.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and that's like one of the issues with his list is that it plays on his side of the table where he's kind of edging the zones and he's planning to fight you off of them and take them over and score out at the end. And with the time limit and how everyone's playing because everyone wants to play at a super high level, they're taking a bit more time to make sure that they're in the right spot. Because at this level of skill for Chios, if you're out by a millimeter, you are dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. If you made a mistake, you will pay for it.
Yeah, and
if you don't pay for it, is because your opponent is not on the right level, and normally in Chios that is not the case. So you will normally pay for a mistake, and sometimes you will pay double for a mistake.
Yeah. So I think you did really well. I think you took even if it I would classify that as a risk, but it was a calculated risk where doing that guaranteed a victory at that point, and sometimes you gotta go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you did a great job doing it, man.
But actually, is my play style most of the time. I like to play very aggressively and very fast. That was more with City States because the Sorcerer King is a more mid to late faction.
Mm-hmm.
City States was like in the way I was playing City States, it was very explosive, and that's why also the first time I met Mateus, I showed him a different play style, and it was that game he lost because he was too attentive. They say he didn't expect I was going to do some very long charge, very aggressive play, you know.
You were playing this the City States railgun list, weren't you? Where you shoot out 21 inches with a unit of Thorakides.
Yeah, exactly. I was abusing of Aristia.
Yeah,
and initiative, the initiative of the good times.
Yeah, I got hit by that once, lost the City States. And I was kind of peeved because it's such an obvious thing, but I just it didn't click with me how what it's actually gonna do until you see it. And then I went back and played that same opponent at another tournament later on, and he was trying to do it to me, and I'm like, no, I'm ready for you. Go ahead, do it. I'm ready. There's no place to hide.
You know, that kind of play style was the one that influenced my community for a while. Also because in that period of time there were the Moroi as well, and you won't find any single Old Dominion player in Italy that was not playing Morois in that period.
They're good.
They were fucking amazing, and they were very abusing. If you were not ready for a double Moroi list, you will just getting destroyed.
Yeah,
that's why City States was doing well also in that period, because City States had a lot of answer to Moroi in that period. But the Italian meta was brutal because of this, and we felt that it was brutal when after our first world event in Milan, we received Chris. I don't know if you know Chris from UK. He's a guy that was in Chios not this year, the past one.
I've heard of Chris.
He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. We invited him twice to Italy for world events, and he came both. And he is living close to an airport, and he just jump on the flight every time he can just to participate to a tournament. I love Chris. He's amazing. And the first time when he came to Italy, he came with a very chill Under Kingdom list, and he got a bit shocked and a bit traumatized about our meta because we were like just running with 2 streaks, 2 Moroi, 4 Torakitas, and you will find like this kind of meta where everyone was jumping on your deployment zone like turn 3 and you had no answer to that, you will be screwed.
What is it? The Edmonton meta was like that a year ago, where they were doing stuff like that. Like it was all fast-paced stuff, and it was like,
exactly.
What are you doing? It's like, I'm just positioning so that if you do come for me, you get collapsed on and die. And that's how you deal with it. Where you're like, oh, I'll just position it in a way that, okay, here's the bait. Take it, or I'm gonna move forward.
The problem is if you were not used to it or you had no answer to it, you will just feel yourself pushed in your deployment zone. The opponent were scoring, and then even after you will kill all these skirmish units that will just run on your face, you will have like to cover a 20-point gap. Or a 25-point gap, and there were scenarios that were impossible to cover this gap. So that's why that meta was very dominant in our region in that period. Now the things are changing very fast. The light scoring is gone, so the meta is evolving. I like, to be honest, this because it's healthy for the games. Because you start to think about new stuff, you start to focus on new lists, and that's great. We are experiencing a very good period of Conquest, I guess.
No, I'm excited for it.
I don't know you, but I spent like the past 2 weeks doing lists for everyone, for myself. My Conquest app have like 25 lists, and just 6 of them are for my army. So.
Oh wow! I think I deleted all my lists except for like 5 of them, and because like I don't build lists on the army builder, and I wasn't gonna like do pen and paper. I was kind of being like, whatever. I'll wait until the app gets updated. The app got updated yesterday for me because I'm on the iPhone, and I built a list, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll figure it out as I play. I'm not too worried.
But you don't have a very big tournament very close to you.
Well, I hopefully this one in Calgary gets to 12 players. I'd like it to, but also when I do big tournaments, it's usually a lot of like, this is kind of what I'm playing. Is it going to be good for this tournament? Yes, no. This is because like a lot of the times I take the tournaments what I've been playing recently because it's just it's more of a muscle memory thing. So I can spend more time looking at the scenario of the table and my opponent instead of trying to remember how my stuff functions and works, which just makes my play more fluid and allows me to position stuff better because I'm not worrying about what my stuff does or second guessing myself on anything of my regiments. I just know them as the back of my hand. And the only times I really look at the app is usually like, how many attacks does a shaman have again? It's 3. So it's, little things like that. You're like, oh, we're here now. Yeah. Like, what is this actual
you never
stat?
use.
Yeah, you're like,
Actually, my process to prepare myself to a tournament when I don't know exactly how the meta will be is just to go through every faction and just build the best list I can think about it. And if there is maybe 1 or 2 builds, I will build them. So I will be able to understand at least what will appear in my face. That's normally the process I do. And then I start to combine that to the scenarios I could face and the way I could survive some list with the scenario, a specific scenario. And in the last 2 days before the tournament, I normally read the rules all again.
That's smart.
It's like something. It's like a maniac things that I always do. Like I don't remember a single tournament I didn't read the rules before going to the tournament.
No, that's a good one to do. I'll be really honest. I read the rulebook once on night shift, and it was like, "Yep, this is what I'm doing tonight."
Sometimes I do just because I don't want to get caught with something stupid like and even so sometimes you will miss something. For example, when I was
you'll have Leo rule something the wrong way, and you're like,
yeah,
fuck it.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever. It's not gonna change anything on my game.
For example, with card here in Europe in general, we always did like that fields just don't cover monster. That fields were like just for infantries, and I was surprised in Chios that I got that monster getting covered by the field, and it was something I was ignoring, even if I read the rule book earlier that days. So sometimes you just miss something and you need to leave it
Yeah.
in your skin to remember it. That's why it's important to participate to tournament and to play with different peoples.
There's always something to learn. Like, I know in one of my games, I think it was like the Zilliarch, his unit activated, then I killed it, and then he like drew it later in his deck and was like, it dies fighting. I'm like, man, fucking already activated. Like, it doesn't die fighting. And Leo's like, it dies fighting. And I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, you rolled. Okay, you hit me once. I tenacious that. We're good. All right, cool. Like, so nothing happened.
Okay.
But then that came up in a later game for someone else on a different table because they knew that it had been ruled that way on my table.
Okay.
And it's like, Leo, you can't just go back and forth like that. Like, what if I lost my game because of that? I would have been like kind of pissed.
It's a bit problematic this way.
Yeah. Need Reese to be the judge.
Maybe the next year we will have some specific figure to do judge for us. Would be great.
You got Leo in the corner designing the game while we're all playing, and it's like, no, you stay over there. You design game.
Yeah, I think they just need to involve a person to be the judge for the event, like they did with the Agma point.
Oh
people.
yeah,
they can just invite just one person to be the judge, and
there's Rolo in America who tends to judge all their major events. He judges Adepticon for them, and he's very good. I think he was at Chios last year.
I think we just need a person like this that is focused on this. Also because there is just 16 tables, so one person is more 16 people. So I think one person is more than enough.
Yeah, and then also like you got Parabellum staffers who can like pause it and wait for him to come over if he's busy. Like it's not too bad.
Indeed.
And also like to have that table's clock extended. Like there's a bunch of little things. Like to be honest, we should be playing on Chess Clock. I think I played Chess Clock locally a couple times, and then Chess Clock at the GRG event. What was 40 people? It worked great. It's like playing War Machine. Like I was like, oh, I know how to do this. This is fine.
Yeah. And but some people get intimidated by that clock, you know.
Yeah, but it's more like just kind of keeping pace with your time because it's not a death clock. It's more like if you run out of time, you don't move or you don't make attacks. You just make defense rolls and resolve rolls.
Yeah.
And if the round is over and you're still alive and still scoring, well, good job.
The most difficult things to do with that clock in Conquest is the deck. The deck is you just need because you need.
So what did we do? I think we did 2 or an hour 15, and then we had 15 minutes not on the chess clock. That was you would pause the clock, and that's when you'd build your deck in those free 15 minutes. And I don't think anyone at that 40-man event timed out or anything. And some of the guys who do play slow actually were more mindful of how much time they were using because they could actually see it and keep track of it. So it helped out a lot of people.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sound very good things. Very healthy. I
would say give it a try locally, see how you guys feel about it. Get a game or two. I would do all my games on clock. There's casual games where I don't really care, but all my tournament games I do on a chess clock. It'd just be way easier.
Yeah, I think in an occasion when we will just veteran players or maybe consolidate players, we can go for it just to check how it works. I don't like in the status we are to put some new players on this condition, but if there is a lot of players that are already involved with Conquest in the right way, you can surely implement this side of the hobby. I think it's good. It's a good idea.
But
Very
also,
good.
like, you and one of your buddies go play it, see how you feel, because like someone has to champion it, and then as for new players, like if they're going to a tournament, they should be able to know enough about like their army, the core rules of the game to play a smooth game, even to something that, let's say, maybe they don't know yet or haven't played into, but they still know their own stuff. Like that's kind of like, I guess, a baseline expectation when going to a tournament. While on a casual game day, it's like, oh, hey, Mike, you don't know your rules. That's okay. It's casual game day. We got like 3 or 4 hours. Let's get you practiced up. Like, it's stuff like that. Like,
I agree.
So.
But sometimes that happen that you will find out a tournament player that don't know half of the rules and know bad the other half.
Oh man, you should have seen Camille's mind game. We were playing Decline Flank round 1, and we kept forgetting to turn off zones every time.
Okay.
Every single round.
Oh, great! You were just one, 2 of the best players in the world.
That's why I hate that freaking scenario. Forgot every
God.
Camille's great though.
We are simple-minded players. We just need 2 rules for scenario. This scoring, this is not scoring. That's it.
There's too many rules. There's one rule. Get on zone and score zone. Done.
Yeah, Camille is a great person and actually a genius.
He's very good. I would love to play him again and play him more consistent, to be honest. I think playing him could greatly improve my skill at the game. He's phenomenal.
And it's the reason why they are Mateus and him are great, because they play a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
He said he's played like 50 games with that one list he brought to Chios. So
He
I think he asked me, and I was like, I think it's less than 15 with my list.
For God's sake. I would love to have this kind of experience, to be fair. The problem is that you need someone very close to you that basically sleep in your house for a week just to play with you. That's not that easy to achieve.
I need to go take time off and go to America and just live with Carl. Be like, we're gonna play Conquest. Hi.
Okay. Yeah, with basically the time just to eat, sleep, and
play.
Bathroom. Yeah. The rest is play.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be great.
Let's talk about your round 4, and then I think we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
So who'd you play round
4 was the name. Wait. I'm sorry, but I truly forgot the name. I know was a American player.
Okay, what faction?
Was the poor guy that have a struggle with the 100 Kingdom and have to play with the gray stuff.
Oh, that's Peter.
Sorry, Peter, I forget your name.
Yeah.
Truly sorry.
I don't know how to say his last name, so we're good there.
Okay. Anyway, he was a great opponent. We had a good game. In the beginning, he felt a bit sick, I guess, but was just the beginning. Then he came back and it was fine. We played a smooth game. We stopped at round 6 or 7, but just because I literally play every single game in Chios, just stopping when they call the turns. So I never calculate, and you will see in my scoreboard the fact that I have like 55 points in total when other people in the tournament have like 200s.
Oh really? Hold on. Now I gotta
if you go, Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, you did get
It's crazy.
55.
That's crazy if you think about it. Because I did it, and he asked me, "Do you want to calculate the until the end?" And I say to him, "No, sorry, man, I didn't for the previous three. Why I should do the fourth one?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a reverse record if you think about it. Like reaching very close to the podium with just 55 victory points. That's crazy. Anyway, very good game. I think he played a bit too conservative the game, and as always, my play style sometimes surprise. I did a very long charge with 1 unit of flame caster, basically in his deployment zone, because he was trying to avoid me to do a conflagration move shoot on him. But instead, I just did a move charge with my conflagration and just took his zone.
Oh
and
my god.
yeah. And basically, he my side because he deployed the mire of his force there. But invest very poorly on that side. I pick up the center because I create a situation where I need to charge one of my flame caster in order to kill them. But after that, I charge it with my big unit, with the Raj's unit, with the Warlord, and I just obliterate it. And after that, I have the center and I have the right side. And he have the left side, so basically we stop the game in that situation.
Yeah, and if time was called, like you're just gonna score up and win. Like he's not gonna catch up with one zone. You need to hold two,
exactly.
or if it's really bad, you need to take all three.
Yeah, because the scenario was grim them down. You
kind of have to control the middle and one flank, so you can do that back and forth thing.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, grind them down is one of my scenarios that I'm like, I don't want to play this today.
I think the idea behind this scenario that's at some point you need to just pull your unit out of a zone to score more than the next turn is stupid.
Yeah, and like the way to do it is to take over one side so that one unit can just bounce between the two zones. It's just like, okay, I guess we're gonna play a little mini game here.
Exactly. It's something I don't really like. I think the only scenario that is more stupid is the one you choose a zone, and then if it's the same zone.
Oh, Foresight. If I was in a room with Breakout, grind them down in Foresight, and had a gun with 2 bullets, I would shoot Foresight twice, then beat it to death with the gun. Fuck me.
Yeah. I agree. Terrible scenarios to play, but they're there. Normally, we avoid to play Foresight when we can.
Everyone does. I don't think I've ever found a meta in the world that actively plays Foresight at all.
I hope so, and I hope I won't see, because in Slovenia we have 6 games in 2 days, and I really hope I won't find Foresight in these 6 games.
Man, they Adepticon 2024. They made us play Foresight round 1. And
okay.
I was talking to the judge after, and Leo was there, and Leo was like, "Oh, I want them to play Foresight," and Rolo was like, "No," and he's like, "No, we gotta play Foresight," and he's like, "Fine." They're playing it round 1 where it doesn't matter because none of the sharks or like none of the good players should be playing into each other round 1.
Just the bad.
It's just whatever you get.
If you have bad luck and you find like table 1 players.
So they usually have protected matchmaking on. I think rounds 1, maybe 2, and all the guys who usually end up in like the top 10 are part of like the same club, so they don't play each other round 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's more difficult when you come from different regions, because normally you have the protection here, at least when we do events here. You have the protection when you're coming from the same states, for example, same region.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we
it's not
all
like
have each
the-
other under the same clubs. We don't play each other round one because it's like
yeah.
usually, weirdly enough, round 3 is when like there's that competent conquest crew. That's when they all start playing each other, and it gets really funny when round 4 happens and a bunch of them are in like the 2-1 bracket playing into other people who kind of snuck into the 2-1 bracket and they just get eaten alive.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I'm coming. I'm basically coming to Adepticon just to become part of the Conquest crew.
Oh man, you gotta talk to Carl and get the jersey.
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Perfect. Oh, by the way, Carl does say hi.
Oh, you are talking with him?
He messaged me earlier. He's
okay.
Tell Emanuele that I say hi, and I'm like, all right, I will.
On live. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are used to have some chat, especially exchanging lists and talking about it.
No, I'm glad. So at Chios you came 4th by the looks of it on the
Yes.
I'll scroll up. Yeah, you came 4th. That's a really good spot, man. Well done.
I'm not satisfied of me, but okay, I can say it's a bad spot, to be fair.
Dude, out of all of Chios and especially like the competition, that's a good spot.
I always hope to do better, and I am very hard with myself. I always go focusing on the error and focusing on what I could do better. So normally my goal is to keep improve myself. So I hope to come back to Chios and to give my opponent a better challenge the next time.
I'm excited. I'm also hopefully we'll play each other, and hopefully there's something else that's busted in the game, and I can hopefully not deal with that.
you know what I would love, to be fair, is to go to Chios like a couple of days earlier and just start to play with people. We don't even need to play like the same list we are playing in the tournament, but just playing
some pickup
with
games.
Gosh, would be lovely. Even, for example, if we just pick up our stuff and just exchange, like I play with your army, you play with my, and things like this, and proxy something, I think would be great just to play with each other all together, like a couple of days before, because the tables are there. I don't think Parabellum will mind to help us to arrange this. And we will just be there playing all together and building some link. Because when you play with someone, you will create a link that you normally don't do. Because even if we talk to each other, that's fine and that's great. And for example, we had the chance to create something between me and you, and we are now talking here. But when you play with another person and you see him in the game and you start to respect him more and you start to feel like was a great experience and you want more of that, and I think I would really enjoy to be at things.
Yeah, that does sound a lot of fun. I would weirdly enough prefer that over the actual tournament at Chios.
Yeah. Also because if you think about it, you have just 4 games, and in 4 games you cannot play against everyone. So it would be great to maximize the time we have there just to play more with each other. Yeah. That's my hope for the next year. Maybe we can arrange something like that.
Just do a round robin tournament where everyone plays into everybody.
Yeah.
God.
It'd be great.
All right, so with that, I want to thank you. This has been fantastic. Is there anything you want to advertise to let people know about? Any events coming up? Anything local you want to advertise, like your game store or club?
Okay. I want to talk to the others about the fact that the next year, approximately in April or May, we need to still to decide. We are going to organize a 2 days event in Italy, and I really hope everyone from around Europe, and of course everyone that will find himself in Italy and want to join us for that event. More information will be found very soon, and we are going to will be our first official 2 days event. So we are going to organize it the best way possible, and I would love everyone to join us. I will force our Polish friends to come, so you will find a very competitive meta too. So I hope this will help people to have a reason to come to us. And for now on, I will just Italy is here, is growing, and we are going to come to your events very soon, and you will know us. And I hope you will enjoy, spend time with us, and that's it.
No, thank you very much. Hopefully, as your event grows, the players from North America and Canada, US and Canada, will also come down there and play. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Italy and experience all the food. Mostly that. Like I plan actually all my events around the meals, not just the games. That's where that's where it really is. And
actually,
play and say hello to your meta.
The biggest prize we have to offer to people who come to our event is the fact we are in Italy, and Italy is amazing.
Yeah, you're gonna have your grandmother there who will be your personal chef while you stay in Italy. It's like,
yeah, don't worry. I'm a good cooker. My family, my friends say it. So if you come to Italy, I will cook for you with pleasure too.
I'm excited. Now I want to go. All right. Well,
man, I would like to thank you for this opportunity, because it's always good to talk about the hobby, to talk about the community, and I would like to thank you to give me this space, and it was great to share this time with you.
Oh, thank you, Emanuele. And also thank you for coming on and joining me today. I'm very gracious for you for doing this. When we met at Chios, after we chatted in the car, I was like, oh yeah, Emanuele's cool. Like, I gotta hang out with this guy more. We hung out a bunch more at Chios at like dinner or late at night drinking whiskey and so on. And I was I gotta get as many people as I can on the podcast. You gotta show the world like there are Conquest communities in the wider world, and they play a lot, and they're just great guys. And I'm excited that I'm really happy that you came to Chios and we got to meet, and I'm also excited that you're gonna make the push again this year. I also hope to make the push again, and we can meet up again next year at Chios. And for anyone listening, I once again strongly recommend, if you can do it, if you can get the games in, get enough seats in your region, and get that Chios spot, like, take it and go. It's a phenomenal experience. You'll love every moment of it.
I agree completely, 100%.
So with that, I do have to do the closing.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to BonkTable and or watching BonkTable. You can find this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, whatever else, wherever you listen to your podcast, Podbean. You can also like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the BonkTable Discord in the description below. Thank you very much, Emanuele, once again, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!
Bye.